If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. When Trenches News is sitting next to the FBI agent and they watching the video of Muwap, C-Thang, C-Murder, Los, and Zell run up out of them apartments and run towards those cars, the FBI is asking Trenches News, who is that? Oh, that's Muwap. Okay. Who is that? That's C-Murder. Okay. Who is that? That's Los. Alright. Who is that right there? Cause we barely. That's C-Thang. How you know? Just I can tell by the way he walked. That's C-Thang. See right there. That's C-Thang. That's Zell. That's it. We gotta understand what's happening here. Because what he is doing is he is identifying the killers of FBG Duck. Rest in peace to Duck. By pointing them boys out, he is identifying the killers of FBG Duck. Why? Because them same boys that ran and jumped in them cars, the FBI tracked them cars all the way from O Block, all the way on the highway, going downtown, tracked them cars, synced them cars at the murder scene where FBG Duck was killed, and then tracked them cars all the way back to O Block. And guess who jumped out of them cars? Them same boys with them same clothes on that Trenches News identified. Cold-blooded demonstration. But this is what you young brothers is up against. This is what you young sisters is up against. And if y'all can't see what's going on before y'all eyes, man, I'm talking about I don't know what to tell y'all. But this is what's going on. You got people that are in your gang. You got people that are in the hood right now doing everything that Trenches News is doing right now today. The prosecutor must prove that O Block is a criminal organization. But here's the question. Can they prove, right? Because they hit them with the RICO. They got to prove this. But can they prove that O Block is a criminal organization? Trenches News is helping them do this by telling them the inner workings of O Block. Trenches News has provided them information that the guys in O Block have meetings. These guys, they pay dues and stuff like that. These guys, they come to these meetings and they give the killers guns. They pass out drugs and stuff like that. Not only that, they discipline their members and things like that. Like this right here is all the makeup of a criminal organization. There's nothing legit about this. And he's telling them this. And what he is doing is he's helping the prosecution establish that O Block is a criminal organization. Because we got to understand something. Once they get him on the stand, they want him to tell the jury, hey, did they sell drugs over there? Yep. Okay. Check off that mark right there for the criminal organization. Are they a gang over there? Can you tell us that? Yep. Explain that. Elaborate on that. Tell us how they're a gang. Check that off. We got our RICO right there. It's just that simple. Come on. This is easy work for the prosecuting attorney. Like these young boys is making their job simple. It's not even hard no more. And the whole time, Trenches News up here calling these young brothers the Sloppy Five. As if, the case that they did and what they did was sloppy. Now, I got to be 100. I would have to agree with that. You don't kill somebody downtown. I don't care if you was in downtown Eskimo City or something. You just don't kill nobody downtown. Too many cameras, too many eyes and all that old type of stuff. You bound to get caught. But being that he knew that he was snitching on these brothers and that he was gonna have to testify on these brothers, he calling them the sloppy five. And truthfully, Trench's News really don't care about it. He making jokes about the stuff and all that. He's still doing his YouTube thing and all that. And he finna get up on that stand and point them boys out. If you don't want to be pointed out, quit doing crime. If you don't want to end up in somebody's courtroom, quit doing crime. It's just that simple. Because I'm going to tell you like this. As long as you commit crime, as long as you running around with guns, killing and shooting people and stuff like that, the American government, they got a place for you. That's open 24/7, 365 days a year. And it's called the penitentiary. They got a bed in there for you. Get your own bed. Yeah, you get your own bed. They got a shower in there for you. You can't take no bath though. No, ain't no bath. But you got a shower. They gonna feed you. Yeah, they gonna feed you. They gonna let you go to the gym. You gonna be able to go outside and everything. You can use the phone. But you can't leave. No. You can't leave until they tell you you can leave. Your kids, they growing without you. Your mama, she getting old while you sitting up in there getting old too. That girl that said that she was gonna stand by you, she got babies by another brother. Yeah. Matter of fact, she even done got married to that square dude that used to be laughing at that y'all kicked off the block. Remember that square dude? The one that had a job, that was working hard? Remember him? Yeah, he got your baby mama. Like this here, all night long. Yeah, While you in there trying to fantasize and imagine. That square guy, like this here. I'm talking about, man, love lotion. So if you don't even want to go through none of that, if you don't want to go through none of that, because I know you don't, believe me, I was there, hurt, crushed. Family members and stuff like that get the dime. Your homeboys get the dime. Gang, we love each other, brother. You know, we gonna do. No, they like this here. You out of sight, out of mind. They got too much stuff to be worried about than to be thinking about you in the penitentiary. They got people trying to kill them every day. And they out there trying to kill people every day, trying to get to where you at. If not to where you at, they trying to get in the ground. They trying to be buried 6 feet under in somebody's graveyard somewhere. So if you don't want none of this type of action right here, I advise you to leave them streets alone. Understand, you ain't no punk because you leave the streets alone. You making a conscious decision. You are making a healthy decision for your life when you leave them streets alone. Because the potential of you leaving the streets alone, you can live longer. You can raise your kids. You ain't gotta have dude raise your kids that he could be one of them dudes that like touching on kids. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't want, and then not only that, he might be jealous of your kids because he can't have a baby with your child's mother, so he beating on your kids. See, you don't want to imagine that. Understand, you got something to live for. Your life and your children's life. Stop selling yourself cheap. Because when you out there and you ripping, you running, and you doing all that madness, you selling yourself for cheap. Why? Because when you go to that penitentiary, you gonna work. Yeah. You are going to go inside that penitentiary and work a job like you never worked a job before. And they gonna pay you 25 cents an hour, if not a dime. The highest pay, $1. Yeah, $1 an hour. That's if you go to one of them joints like that. Some is cheaper than that. And you gonna work that job like you never worked a job before. Why? Because if you do not work in prison, you know what they got? They got a place called FHU, Special Housing Unit, Security Housing Unit. That's where you gonna be at. You come out 1 hour a day because you don't want to work. You got to sit in the cell with another man, pooling, farting, pissing, shitting for 23 hours every day. And you get to come out and get some fresh air 1 hour. And after that, get back in there because you don't want to work. So after doing that for a couple of months or a couple of days or a couple of weeks, you're going to be begging for a job. Please, man, you filling out all type of kites, man. I'll go work in the kitchen, man. I'll do a plumber job. You trying to do anything just so that you can get some type of fresh air and some type of freedom. But if you don't want to go through none of that, you have a choice right now. You have a choice to leave all that bullshit alone and start doing right. This hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.